Welcome to Jay-Woo Estate Agents Monthly Market Update February 2024. Let's talk about the latest trend in the real estate market. It's Tuesday 14th of February 2024. So let's begin. The Australian housing market continued its upward trajectory in January, with the National Home Value Index rising by 0.4%, marking the 12th consecutive month of increases. While Melbourne, Hobart, and the ACT experienced a subtle decline, Perth, Adelaide, and Brisbane saw values rise at a monthly rate of 1% or more. House values outpaced unit values, creating a record high gap of 45.2%. Since March 2020, capital city house values surged by 34%, compared to a unit sector rise of 11%. This trend persisted in January, with house values increasing by 0.5%, adding approximately $4,800 to the median house value, while units saw a modest 0.1% rise. Regional markets displayed stronger growth, with the combined regional index rising 1.2% over the quarter, outpacing the combined capitals index. Despite challenges such as rising interest rates, low consumer sentiment, and affordability constraints, the housing market remains resilient. High migration and tight rental markets are contributing to ongoing demand. Brisbane stands out as a robust market, with dwelling values increasing by 1% in January and nearly 15% over the past 12 months. Looking ahead to 2024, diverse factors such as inflation, interest rates, credit policy, consumer sentiment, and demographic trends will shape the housing market. Inflation, which peaked at 7.8% in 2022, has moderated to 4.1% in December. Lower inflation is expected to bring down the cash rate, although any rate reductions are anticipated to be cautious and gradual. Credit policy and macroprudential settings, especially the 3 percentage point buffer in home loan serviceability assessments, could influence housing outcomes. Consumer sentiment, deeply pessimistic since mid-2022, may improve with easing inflation and potential rate cuts, impacting housing market activity positively. Changing migration patterns, with a peak in overseas migration last year, are expected to influence home purchasing activity over the coming years. While the new housing sector faces challenges, including below-average dwelling approvals and labor supply shortages, the undersupply of newly built homes is likely to support housing values in the medium term. Policymakers will closely monitor the housing sector in 2024, addressing affordability concerns and stimulating housing supply. Lower cost of living pressures and falling interest rates in the second half of the year are anticipated to have a mixed impact on homeowners and non-homeowners alike. If you have any further questions or would like to discuss your personal situation in more detail, please do not hesitate to contact me.